Welcome, everybody. Today we're here to talk about the Ayurvedic art of tongue diagnosis. Your tongue tells a story about your body and about your health. That's what we're here to talk about. My name is John Immel, and I'm the director of Joyful Belly Ayurveda and also of our educational programs. This talk comes from our certification courses, the Mastering Ayurveda Digestion and Nutrition course and the Fundamentals of Natural Healing Ayurveda Health Counselor course. So if you like what you hear today, consider becoming one of our Ayurvedic students.
So the location of the coating tells you where the organ pathology is. One is that the normal and good coating should be evenly distributed. It shouldn't feel like it can just flake off, but be closely attached. But if the coating lacks a root, meaning if there is no coating in the back of the tongue, that's a sign of deficiency and dryness too, just like a patchy coating is. So most coatings spread out from the root of the tongue. And if you have coating in the tip of the tongue, but not at the back where the root is, then it's a sign of deficiency. There may still be ama present, but there's also deficiency present. So here's a coating that's in the back of the tongue, a thick, yellow, whitish coating in the back of the tongue. And coatings in the back of the tongue point to the lower abdomen pathologies, colon, kidneys, bladder. If it's gray, it's more vata. If it's yellow, it's more pitta. If it's white and thick, it's more kapha. If the coating's more in the center of the tongue, as in this top picture, then it's more stomach and upper GI, solar plexus area. Now, if the sides, now you don't usually get a coating too much at the sides, but if the sides are curled up or tense or things that are happening at the sides of the tongue, that's more due to tension in the nervous system or liver pathologies, liver heat pathologies. So I think we'll discuss sides of the tongue a little bit more later. In the tip of the tongue, again, we're not looking at coating here, but I'm just talking about location significance in general of coating and of other, signs that appear in just one part of the tongue. Well, the front or the tip of the tongue really reveals the freshness of is there fresh blood in the tongue or not? So the tip color and shape refers to the heart's ability to pump blood all the way out to your extremities. And so good circulation plays a role in a fresh-looking tip of the tongue. The heart, in general, enlivens the blood and should enliven the tip of the tongue, too. But when the tongue is pale, as in this photo, and the tip of the tongue is red, then you know that it's and there's an excess in the heart, that the heart may be beating too much. That it's the paleness is going to show deficiency of blood, and the heart's overcompensating by trying to beat hard. And so a strong heart in combination with good Agni and Tejas, the tongue will be moist and fresh looking with a slight red color. But if the tongue's a little pale and a red tip to the tongue, then we know it's that there is blood deficiency and the heart's compensating. If the tongue looks dull, dry, or parched, or really narrow or contracted and pointy, then that's a sign of dryness and blood deficiency related to the heart also. So the thyroid can play a role in the tip of the tongue because it plays such a strong role in metabolism and Agni, specifically bodily Agni, not digestive Agni, Deha Agni. A really red tip could be a sign of excess vasodilation too. So I gave the example of the heart beating hard. It could also be strong vasodilation.
Thank you for your interest in the tongue, for your interest in Ayurveda, and most importantly, for your interest in healing yourself, your families, and your communities. Every time you give to your body gives back, and that's such a great gift. So I hope you truly loved learning about tongue diagnosis, which is so important in Ayurveda. And if you did like learning about this topic, consider joining us as a student.